Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Oilers. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers. And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen. Second and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. quick toss out right. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
Here we go. No, Reed, no.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this throw will be intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Greg, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A quick throw, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I'm ready.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, Show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Oilers have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to work. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Humble ready. Right there, right there.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Jason Myers.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they go for it on fourth and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Desmond King making the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen his margin, too.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run once more with Taylor. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
139 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Right side complete to Mechie. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people call them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Oilers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. And his pass incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Second down and 10.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Oilers 21.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. In motion, the tight end. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 156 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Oilers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. About 3 yards there to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
3rd down. The Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
3rd down. Complete to Tegan Victoriano. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Oilers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Lawrence. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
And they will take a knee here.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Indianapolis, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with a kick.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los